ASUS is a bit early with the ROG phone launch this year, but you would not hear us complaining. It's time to once again take a deep dive into the mobile gaming world with what has consistently been the cream of the crop of mobile gaming hardware. Today we're gonna discuss about the fastest Android ever, the ROG Phone 7 Ultimate. So without wasting any time, let's get started. We get the ROG Phone 7 and the ROG Phone 7 Ultimate Edition this year. The Taiwan Gigant is going for a simplified lineup, at least thus far, and is only coming out with two devices. Both are based on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Generation 2 chipset, and they are rocking essentially the same specifications. Today we have the ROG Phone 7 Ultimate in the house. As its name suggests, it is the top tier offering within the lineup. In this particular case, this means including the ROG VN display on the back and the Aero Active Cooling Portal. Both features make a comeback from the ROG Phone 6 family. The Ultimate only comes in one with white color option, Storm White. If I take a quick glance at the specification of the ASUS ROG Phone 7 Ultimate, it has a body of 173.0mm dimension. It has weight of 239 grams. It has glass front, which is Gorilla Glass Victus, glass back, which is Gorilla Glass 3, aluminium frame, built-in motorized cooling air vent, Aero Active Portal. If I talk about its water resistant, it have IP54 density, 2 OLED display on the back, pressure sensitivity zones, gaming triggers. If I talk about the display, it has 6.78 inches AMOLED display with 1 billion colors, has refresh rate of 165 Hz and provide 1000 nits. It has resolution of 1080p to 2448 pixel resolution, having aspect ratio of 20.4:9 with PPI density is 395. Moving on to the chipset, it has Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 4nm octa-core and Adreno 740. If I talk about its software, it provides Android 13 with memory 16GB RAM, 512GB memory with UFS 4.2, and it's too much. It also provides anti-FS support for external storage. Moving on the cameras, it has in rear cameras, it has wide camera, which is main 50 megapixel with frequency 1.9. Move to the ultra wide angle camera, it is 13 megapixel with frequency 2.2. And if I talk about the third camera, it has macro camera, which is 8 megapixel with frequency 2.0. If I talk about the front camera, it has 32 megapixel front camera wide, which is frequency 2.45. If I talk about the video captures, the rear camera provides 8K video captures, 4K video captures, and 1080p video captures in 30, 60, 120 fps. If I talk about the front camera, it also provides 1080p video recording at 30 fps. And if I talk about the main thing, battery, it has 6000 mAh battery with 65 watt wire charge. It also provides 10 watt reverse wire charging. And I've seen in the advertise, it goes 100% full charge in 42 minutes. It has been show us in the advertisement of the mobile. If I talk about the MIS fingerprint reader, under display optional NFC blaster, 3.5mm jack, stereo speaker, 2 amplifiers. Special ultimate feature inside the ROG Phone 7 family has more or less an interactive upgrade over its processor rather than a major departure from the family's formula. Special ultimate feature aside, the ROG Phone 7 family is less or more an interactive upgrade over its predecessor than a major departure from the familiar formula. After all, by changing something that is clearly working, ASUS just went out to refine the phone and make it better in any way possible. The ROG Phone 7 has better performance and cooling than its predecessor, the better speaker performance, and a brighter AMOLED display, to name just a few highlights. Other key features are still present as well, like the sturdy aluminum body and dual glass design with Gorilla Glass Victus on the front and ingress protection rating. The massive 6000 mAh battery, split battery with 65 watt fast charging is also here, and so are the impressive controls and connection options, including the ROG air triggered inputs and the side ports for accessories like the Aero Active Cooler. Unfortunately, thinking that they have not changed with this generation of the ROG Phone 7, including the camera setup, which appears to be borrowed straight from the ROG Phone 6 and still lack a telephoto cam. Wireless charging is also still a notable omission from the phone. Adding all of this together, we end up with a rather familiar ROG Phone 7 Ultimate, refined in many meaningful ways but still sticking to the same core formula. Let's find out still has what it makes to be a top dog in the mobile gaming niche. If I give my own verdict, according to me, overall not a lot has changed about the ROG Phone for yet another generation. The ROG Phone 7 Ultimates get the latest and greatest chipset Qualcomm has to offer and a few other specification touch-ups here and there, like the boosted display performance. Fundamentally, the core formula has not been altered, and that's arguably a good thing. ASUS laser focus on delivering the best mobile gaming experience remains barely changed for yet another year, with most manufacturers focusing on creating more mainstream products. Even in the face of an ever-shrinking accessory ecosystem, we still believe in the ROG Phone 7 remain on the top of the gaming crowd. Their dedication to gaming remains so impressive that it does earn it the champion title. The ROG Phone 7 Ultimate delivers some of the best possible hardware in a unique way, optimizing everything from low-level integration to high-level software for the best possible gaming experience, sort of necessitating the purchase of the Aero Active Cooler accessory to make the most of the available performance. Luckily, you have got the Aero Active Cooler 7 in the box with Ultimate Edition, and there is also the matter that ASUS is still not investing heavily in cameras and remain behind our average 2023 flagship in that regard. Neither of these criticism is a new development though, and neither is the steep price tag on the ROG Phone 7 Ultimate €1,399. Luckily, by sticking to a proven formula, ASUS has once again managed to deliver a well-rounded device that not only excels in the gaming realm, but you can arguably even rub shoulders with the Galaxy S and iPhone device of the world. Whether or not that's fair competition, in our view, is an entirely personal stance. As it currently stands, the ROG Phone 7 Ultimate gets 2 thumbs up from us, and we will leave it at that. This is me and Manmusto signing off with the hope you guys understand and find this video quite well. And for more further updates, stay tuned with us.